Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here, and I'm back for another crafty video. This time, let's make something I haven't made for a long time. So, don't worry, the diorama journal is still continuing, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to make something with some playing cards. Now, remember I have playing cards, I'm sure most of you do. So this is a standard size playing card, and you know how I like to mess around with sizes. So I have this, and then you also know that I also have this, which is a smaller one, a smaller sized playing card, and then I have to go to from the sublime to the ridiculous and have an even smaller playing card, because why not? If you can, why not? Let's try and put those similar sort of gap, just because it's messing with my head otherwise. And then, you know, I also have a larger size playing card. Yeah. So I might have to just like shufty these down, because like I didn't plan ahead here. So we'll just do that, and they might not be straight, and like I hope nobody like gets OCD from this. So that's the standard size, and so that's a larger one. And then you know also then that I have an even larger one than that. So. Because why not? Well, I have some exciting news, because now I have an even larger, because, you know, I like to just mess around with these kind of things. So let's try and do some kind of very quick kind of lining up, so you can see how these kind of fit into the row. It's there. So this is the largest playing card that I now have. I feel like there needs to be something between these two, but actually when you're looking at the way that it steps down, it's probably about right. So I thought let's do some decoupage, and I thought, you know, while we're here being ridiculous, why don't we go with the ridiculous one and decoupage this? So this is it's a playing card. It's available from Amazon. These, they're playing cards, and it says they're plastic coated, alas, but you know, for our purposes, and we're not really going to notice that much whether they're plastic coated or not by the time we've finished. I am going to, because they're plastic coated and I want to get a bit more of a stick, I'm going to rough up the surface. I mean, like, I'm going to make them look vintage anyway, so you know, roughing up the surface will actually help. It just gives you a key. Now, nobody told me that. You all told me. You all forgot to tell me to put my mask on, because I am still have COVID lung. I don't think that's actually a term, but that's the term I'm giving it. So I really should be wearing a mask when I'm doing anything like this. So anybody that thinks that COVID is a picnic, it isn't. So I'm just going to rough it up, because it just gives me a bit of a key, and then we'll have a bit of a decoupage, and we'll have a bit of a play, and see what happens, basically. So I'd like to have a set of decoupaged items, so I've just roughed that up a little bit. Just let me. This is not the technical way to clear up, but this is actually my crafting hoodie. You can tell because it's already got a mark on it. So I'm going to take that off now, because I can't see. When I wear that, my glasses steam up, and then I can't see what I'm doing. So let's bring in some. Well, we don't want Christmas, do we? Some napkins. Let's see what we've got here. So I'm thinking, that's nice. That's a sunflower, but that's a pumpkin. Let's see if I've got anything else. I don't want to go Halloweeny either. I'd like to go down the route of something, I don't know, maybe something spring-like. I think we all need to see some flowers and things. Sorry, I need to have a drink. I've got a bit of playing card plastic stuck in me lung now, so you know, like, I don't know whether, like, in a few, 20 odd years time, there'll be like this thing called crafter's lung. And apologies if there is, because I mean I didn't invent it. It's just going to be one of those things that might happen. Don't blame me. It wasn't me. I never saw anything. He did it over there. Look over there. So let's have a look. I've seen enough of winter now, so I'd like to see something bloom and grow. Bloom and grow. Sorry, now I've got Edelweiss in my head. Well, it'd be a good idea if I'd had a bit of an idea what I wanted to use. I'm definitely going to use some birds on it. I think birds are the order of day. Oh, they're pretty. Might use that. I might use a bit of foliage. Might not use any of these things. I'd like something. I do like those sunflowers, but I'd like something a bit more floral, a bit bigger, a bigger, blousier flower, I think, that isn't Christmas. That might come in useful. Christmas. Might use a butterfly. Might use... Oh, what's that? They're quite nice, but I like them on, if I'm going to put them on a playing card especially, I like them to be on a white background so they kind of blend in. No. Oh, you're not telling me that you're going to let me down. You're not telling me that I'm going to be let down. Right, I like them. They're nice and big. What else we got? Let's just have a look and see what's in this corner. Well, that's an owl. That's a real hoot. Oh, there we go. Got some bigger ones. Maybe I should have just looked here first, shouldn't I? Some of those. Yep, it looks like this is the corner I should have looked in. Some of these, like pre-laphalite, I don't know. No, they're Klimt, aren't they? I don't know. Don't ask me. The best thing to do is, whenever you talk to me, is never ask me a question. I mean, like, besides the fact that I get distracted easily and I forget what I was saying. So, okay, so let's make some commitments going on here. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with one of these. Yeah, I'm going to go with this. So I'm going to tear this bit off, just roughly for now. Trying not to tear anything that might be important. Seriously should have covered my lungs up before I started sanding anything. Right, what do I need? I also need some watered down Mod Podge. Ooh, there's a little bit in there. Oh, it's alright, I've got more Mod Podge, don't worry. It's just been a while since I used any. I thought there was more in there, to be fair. But I think I picked up the other one that was... Oh, in fact, I might need some more Mod Podge. It might be the time for more Mod Podge. And I need a brush, which I have, and I do have a brush water thing that's in here from last time. Let's put some of this in here. Blossom of white, bloom and grow forever. Oh dear. Now I need another cloth. Okay, right. So let's pour some of this in here. It's gone all gloopy. There we go. it seemed to have had a skip on it. No, Dave, don't just do that. There's no way to treat it, is it? Put that on there. Put that on there. Oh, there's something moving on its own over there. And then we'll put some water in here. And we'll see how that's going. I also want to just check. Yes, it's recording. So, after my incident the other day, I don't know whether you know, whether you've watched the previous video, whether the previous video is up yet, but I sat for an hour and a half talking to myself because I thought it was recording and it wasn't. I hadn't pressed record, so how ridiculous is that? Anyway, you live and learn, and I'm hoping this time I've learned that I need to press record. I thought I had repressed. I thought I'd repressed my record. No, I thought I had pressed record, but apparently it turns out that when I was setting up the phone, I had accidentally hit record, and then when I hit record again to what I thought was starting it, I actually stopped the previous video recording. You know, you don't notice these things, and I record with my phone, so it's not like I've got a screen that I can be watching it on. I know some people have a screen here and they can zoom in and zoom out and all of those funky things, but I use my iPhone for recording, so I don't have access to funk in my funkiness. I bring my own funk. Yeah, so this definitely needs like a big. No, that lid does not fit on there, Dave. This needs some big flowers on it because it's a big card, so it needs something to reflect that bigness. I also think I'm going to go for this. Not worrying too much about how this tears out because I think I'm going to overlay it. Well, I think this is going to be the underlay, and then that one will sit over the top. We'll see. So I'm thinking maybe like this somehow. In fact, I'm going to get rid of that. Have that up there. And have this maybe here. Have that sitting over there a little. Like that. Maybe have that on the bottom here. I'll see whether we come to using that. Let's put this lid on for a minute, and I'll see if I want any foliage. Foliage or foliage? I don't know. Don't ask me. So, what was I wanted? I wanted this bit here. If I'm going to use anything, that's the bit I want to use. I'm just going to roughly go around this. I'm just going to get it all out now, and then go from there and decide. You can always lose bits for later date. The pink that's coming off is coming off my mat, by the way. It's not coming out of this. This is just water in here. It's just my mat. Clearly isn't as clean as I thought it might be. But you know, I'm not worrying overly. I just want to get a bit of a composition going. It may change, so don't necessarily. You don't have to be too deliberate. I'm trying to give myself a bit of a stem, because you are going to see, to some degree, you're going to see through this. So I want to kind of continue that stem down by having some kind of a stem behind it, but without too much of a without too much flower, or without too much of a foliage on it. I'm not looking necessarily to keep the head of this. I'm not going to keep the head of it. I'm going to leave it off with its head. Just going around there. Do that. So, went to Fat Club today, and I lost £3.5. I know, I can't believe it either. If you're going, what? Wow, you never did. I did. I can't believe it, but apparently I did. So if we put that there, put that. No, not that there. Put that kind of there. I know it's not exactly the same size, but and I put this here. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to place it here. I'm probably going to have something at the bottom of here anyway, so I'm not going to worry too much about where it is. You know, if it doesn't look rounded at the minute, I'm not worrying too much. I'm just going to paste this onto here. But yes, I lost £3.5, which is 1.6 kilos. For those of you who are kilo people, the kilo people. So I was pretty chuffed with that. I did put £7 on it over Christmas, as some of you know, but it seems that I am now losing it. So rather than just my marbles, although I lost those a long time ago. So that's that bit, and then we're going to put this over the top here. So I'm just going to put this kind of here in this kind of vicinity, and then we're going to put that there, paste it over the top. I know we wanted to have it a bit more close to the edge, but because I was going to keep the straight line against the edge, but because I'm not doing that now, I'm going to tear that edge away and make it a bit more uneven, because you're less likely to see it. If it's a straight line, you'll see it instantly. It'll be like a red rag to a bull, but with a shaggy edge, it won't be seen as much. And I know some of you already know this, and I know, well, I say some, most of you already know this, but you know, it doesn't hurt to talk my way through the process for those people who may not have seen this happen, this process. So if this happens to you and you get bits that fall off, then don't worry about it. Just try and pull them off, and then it's fine. It's going to look decoupaged anyway. So, so I might have that somewhere else, but I think I'm going to put this on now, and I want to have this kind of here, maybe coming in like that. I want it here now. I want it definitely much more. I want it further in, about there. Okay, so when you're pasting over the top of any that you've already put down, be very careful. It's now getting very moist. I know you don't like the word, but it's true, and nothing else replaces the word moist. So, but you just want to be very careful when you're going over the top of anything else. When you're putting some more Mod Podge down, and just stop it from getting too wet. Or moist, or too moist. Misty moisty morning. My grandma saying a misty moisty morning, and like she never flinched about the word moist. I think, I don't know, is it a modern affliction we have to the word moist? Sorry. Anybody that's now cringing, like, because I say it too many times. I'm just trying to, it's the trying to desensitize you by exposure to it. It's just a word, really, honestly. It's not really something we need to get all het up about. Maybe I want this in there, in that gap. Yep, I'm going to put that there. Again, just gently dabbing over there because I'm sticking something else to it, so I do need a little bit over the top of it. I'm just going to dab and try, and don't lift off too quickly because otherwise you'll pull the surface off. Again, just nice and gentle, and I'm not worrying about the staining around the edge. By the time we've finished, it's going to be more stained than this. So, and the more, so you don't want to put loads on, but you want to put a little bit over the surface. I found if you put a bit over the surface, it tends to go more transparent. You'll be able to see the other colours through more. The other layers, I mean. Just decoupaging onto there. One of this is I love collaging and I love decoupaging. My two key. They're my people. They are. So I don't know whether that's now not the right colour. I was thinking I could maybe have a little bit of this up the corner. I don't know whether it's right now. Not right now. It's not right now. It's not right now. I could have something. Oh, this is very difficult. Who can find the end of this? Where does the pattern stop? One pattern stop and the next pattern repeat? I don't know. I don't think it really has an end and a beginning. I could do with having an end and a beginning. I could actually do with finding out which way up that's supposed to be, but never mind. Well, I could put that there. Do I want that there? No, not interested in that at all. I could have that the other way around and have it up there, although it's not grounded. I could put it like that. I'm more favourable with that than that. That's too densely populated for what I want. Densely, not populated. I don't know what I'm talking about. Fill in the blanks for me. Somebody. I'm sure there'll be somebody sensible in the comments who can translate. Well, I say sensible. There's be somebody in the comments able to translate, not necessarily sensible. No offence, people, but you know who you are. And don't worry about it going over the edge. We can sort that out. And have you noticed I didn't worry about it being the wrong way up either? Because when you've gone over the top, all the colour will come through anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I would like to put one of these lovely birds somewhere on here. I'm thinking, is that a goldfinch? I don't know, is it? I don't know. I don't know. I'm asking. I know that's a robin and that's a blue tit, but I don't know the rest of my birds. So he is grounded. He does have a branch on which to sit. So I'm not worried about him having to worry. I'm not worried about him having to sit on something. Nearly decapitated him there. I'd be worried about that. I don't know. I'd quite like him. Oh no, he does have a. Does it end? It does. It does the same. It's the same. it goes to a point. It doesn't actually go any further. I didn't know whether the branch extended any further, but I think maybe have that there. I'm just going to put it on there, and we'll do that. We'll have the branch on there, and then we'll just put this to one side and we'll let it dry. We can come back to it when it's drier. It might not be dry during the course of this video, but it will be drier, and we can always dry it more. So I'm not worrying about these bits on the edge at the minute. That's not quite stuck down, so paste that in. I'm just going to put that to one side. So now I want to take my next size next in this operation, and I think we might have, oh no, don't put that on top of there, Dave, that's just where you've put your wet, oh no, it's there. I was thinking, well, I'm sure I have something else. It's here. I'm going to put this one on here now. If you notice, this one is more yellow, and that's because it's older, and therefore it's more yellow. And I don't want to put red over the top of red. I'm going to put this pinky one over the top, and this time I'm going to use some of my vintage photo stained Mod Podge, because, well, it kind of adds colour as we go. I will also paint over the whole of the surface of it to make it all uniform colour. Not going to worry about a different brush. I will just shake it up. All this is Mod Podge with water. Tends to be a third water, a third Mod Podge, 2/3 water. It's quite thin, and then it's got a few drops of vintage photo re-inker in it. That doesn't look very exciting, does it? It's got all crumbly inside, so, but never mind. And then I'm going to put this all over the surface of this one, so that we get a uniform colour, because it's already yellowed with time. So and then when we put this on, where am I going to put that? I'm going to put that here. This is going to blend in a bit better now, because this is also on a beige background. It's not going to disappear completely. You know, you need to be warned of this. It's not going to disappear completely, but we're going for a, we know it's decoupaged. We're not worried about it looking like it's not decoupaged. I'm happy for it to look like it's been decoupaged. So might have another bird. What should we have this time? We'd have a blue tit, couldn't we? Just tear in. I used to use my water brush all the time, but I've become very lazy. 2023 is about, like, doing it for me. Sisters are doing it for themselves, so Worcester's doing it for himself, and I'm doing it for me as well. So I'm also doing it for Worcester, because, like, Worcester can't do it for himself a lot of the time. Can't take himself out for a walk, can he? I'm just going to put that all there. Just paste that in. No, try not to fold the bird up, Dave. Try not to fold the bird. Trying not to fold the bird, Dave. Good. Good show. Paste that onto there. Cool. That's that. That's that one. Wow. This is kind of speed decoupage. Oh no! Don't stack them on top of each other, Dave. That's not. It's a recipe for disaster, that one. Okay. So then this one, I kind of want them to kind of like key in with each other, but not be exactly the same. Let's see if I can get. I think I'm going to try and get this bit out of the middle of here. And then go around this bit. It's not really a middle piece because it's actually it's opposite sides to each other, so it's like a mirror image of each other, but it's, you know, you can't really tell that that's actually a stalk by the time you've torn it out. I don't know whether you understand what I was trying to explain to you, but if you don't, then you're probably just like everybody, like the other people. They're all going, I have no idea what he's talking about. Does anybody know what he's talking about? No. It's probably a fact that nobody's got a clue what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about. Do I want it off to one side and have the two halves coming in either side, or do I want to have it down the middle? I want to have it down the middle. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it with the antique. I know this is not an antique card. I know I haven't keyed to the surface, you can tell because it's pooling on the surface, but I'm not going to worry too much. Should really have keyed it, but I didn't. I mean, like, you know, don't key cards, but like key your cards. And yeah, I don't want anybody getting, you know, cross purposes and saying Dave told me to key the car. I didn't. Key cards, but not key card. Oh, yeah, I think I'd best just shut up. I sound like I'm incriminating myself now. It's been so long since I've decoupaged anything. Luckily, I haven't forgotten how to do it. It's so therapeutic to do. Okay. Another one done. I'm going to have to move this over here because I'm running out of space. We'll get a normal card and we'll do this one with... Now I realise this will slightly contaminate this water. I will try to wipe it off to some extent. I need to put my water bottle back on my knee. It was getting a bit... I've got a hot water bottle now. It was getting a bit warm on my knee, but I get really cold. Not knees, but my lap gets really cold, like the top of my legs. I know it's something to do with circulation, but it's just one of those things, isn't it? So it's probably related to that A word, age, but we don't talk about that. Because everybody that's here never grows old. It's like, well, I don't know what the land is that Peter Pan lives in, but it's like Peter Pan. Oh, is it? No, oh, it's Neverland, isn't it? Yeah. It's like Neverland here. Nobody ages, so you know we're all no older than 21. And if anybody questions it, remember we stick together on these things. I don't want that on there. I want this on there. I don't know whether that's too big. Is there such thing as too big, Dave? No, there isn't. Right, let's just put that on there. Again, it's not been keyed, but I think this one is an older paper style one. So it's not one of not the modern plastic ones. I wanted to make sure I got some of the green stalky bits on. Just paste that onto there. Like I say, I'm not worried about the overhang. Yeah, we can sort the overhang out later. I'm not worried about my overhang, so I'm not worried about this overhang either. Put that over there. And we're going to need something a bit smaller, so maybe we'll go for a butterfly. We go for a little butterfly. It's quite big, Dave, but it's a butterfly nevertheless. We go for one that's kind of bluey coloured. It should then go well with the others. You know, we've got blue flowers and things. We could go for a bit of this pink flower on the edge. Maybe this edge here. It's already quite wet and sodden on that bit there, so we'll get rid of that. Maybe put that on there and have a bit of a butterfly. There's only one way to find out. So let's do it. Oh, sorry, apologies if you can hear my stomach rumbling. I do apologise. I have eaten, although that was a few hours ago, so maybe it's time to eat again. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting cold feet on the size of the butterfly. Maybe this butterfly is better. This is confident crafting. We're just going to do it. Yep, so we're going to put a little bit more on there. Put him on there. And just paste over the top. Being gentle so we don't tear it. Definitely needed keying. This one won't need. Oh, it does. It might need keying. Problem with keying it is I have to put my respirator thingy on. I might just hold it up against my nose while I. No, that's. Where's that gone now? What's that? Well, I'm just using my double chin to hold it in place. Basically, if you just go up and down and left and right, it should be fine. Should get enough of a key for it to stick down. And what shall we put on here? We might put a little butterfly on here. Maybe this tiny weeny one, because it's a tiny weeny card. A little wee butterfly, a wee butterfly. Not that one, that's definitely too big for this, Dave. And maybe a little pink flower or a little something flower. There's got to be something around here that's ear. This'll do. Perfect. Use this. Cool. Okay. So I just realised that my mic has slipped. Let's remove it over this side. Okay. I'm just going to paste it. Not a huge amount on there, but there you go, that's better. I shall use this and pop this on here. Oh, perfect. That is perfect, and then we'll put the little butterfly kind of over that kind of bit of stalky bit. Again, just pasting gently over the top. Cool. Okay, so well, now that's the problem, is getting it up. Okay, cool. Let's put that in the water for now. Put the lid back on there. Put the lid back on there. It's challenging me now, trying to put all these lids back on. Put these out of the way. And we might need to use this. And we might need this. Okay, so let's get some drying done. Although I don't think these will need much drying. This feels quite dry already. I just want it to be dry enough for me to get the raw edge off. And then we can decorate. So what I was hoping to do is I might make a bit of a journal out of these. I also want to continue making, there's so many things I want to do. I want to continue doing my art file of facts. I haven't done anything on that since before Christmas. I'd like to. That's because I parked it to do the boho journal. So, but now I'm in a better place to be able to do things. I've got less going on. My cough. Touch wood. I'm touching there's a windowsill there, so I'm touching the windowsill. That's the wood I am touching because I'm hoping it's, I can't say gone, but you know, definitely disappearing. I don't know what the alternative word is, so not as prevalent as it was. So I'm quite happy that it's departing now. I've fed up of coughing now. Well, I was fed up of coughing on the first day, to be fair. No, who knows? Nobody's ever going to be, oh great, oh joy, I love coughing. And if you are that person, get out of here. Who are you? You weirdo. Stop sticking to me. This one. This dries fairly quickly. It's Mod Podge, so, and it's because it's watered down. It dries fairly quickly. Just don't overheat it because it'll bubble. You don't want it to bubble, do we? I'm just gonna heat this up. Much of the moisture out as possible. I like to put it on a brick because the brick is cold and also the moisture has somewhere to go and it doesn't melt my mat, so, which is always a positive. So that's that. Now let's just do this last one, so which is the big one. So this might curl a bit more because this has definitely got a lot of plastic coating over it, so ideally it would be good if you left it to dry naturally. It's not going to curl as much that way, but we don't have time for natural. I want to get the edges off. I realise I'm going to have to put my mask on in order to do that, so I'm going to have to use a file to get, well, I'm not going to have to, but I prefer to get the edges off with a file. Pop that back on there. Yep. Okay, right, I'm going to put this on so that I can file now. Ow, twang. Twang again. Stop twanging on me, thank you. Okay, so got this on. Move the brick. Find the emery board. Okay, so yeah, that's a bit wet. Let's leave that one to dry a bit more. So just to get the excess off, I'm just gonna go over it with an emery board. Probably not the driest. Never mind. It's dry enough. trying to make it weaker on that edge so that I can tear it off. Is this dry? This one's dry, this one's fine. That's how it comes off when it's properly dry. Is this dry? This is dry. Sometimes it needs a bit of encouragement. It's off. It's very sticky on my fingers. This is dry. I'm just running it along that edge and it'll just peel itself off. Ooh. There we go. Yep, that's coming off, is it? Just coming off. Just a bit more gluey, that bit, so it kind of, because the glue is like a, well, it's a PVA, so it's a plastic, so kind of plastic coats it, just like the card was. But that's what makes it harder to, you'd think tissue would just like come apart with a bit of a sanding, but it doesn't because it's been plastic coated. Okay, turn that bit off. And that, right, okay, so this is not, that bit's not quite dry. So rather than expose you to that hideous sound, is it drying off now? It is, it's still there. Well, let's just finish drying this. It's just a bit wet in some areas, so you can kind of see where it's wet. So just holding that up, that way then the moisture's got somewhere to go and evaporate. Don't get too close to the, and certainly don't sit in one place on the edges, otherwise it'll catch light and then that'll be another hideous mess you're in, or you'll be in hospital. So don't do that. I'd like to put something on here. I'd like to have a person on here, but I don't know whether I've got any people big enough for this. I guess I could cut somebody out of a magazine if I've got anybody to hand. I just wanted these cards because I felt like I needed them. I felt it like I needed a bigger one to go with my collection of cards. Like that, not that I need any cards, trust me. So, like I say, that's not quite dry, so that's not lying flat at the minute. My water bottle is falling off my knee. Okay, so this is where we are. Right, so let's get some layers on. Sorry, I'll take my mask off again. Put my water bottle down for a minute. In fact, you sit on there and keep warm. You might dry out quicker that way. So let's get some, might try a flower, we'll get some words, maybe some labels, some people, some mixed ephemera. Oh, so I'm just going to get all of these books out because I can, and we're going to have these. Oh, and let's just get the whole lot off the shelf, shall we? Yeah. Okay, so because the shelf is all the way over there, I've had to kind of go and fetch all of these things. So let's kind of just stand them up for a minute. Don't knock that over there. So these are various different things inside, and I think, my glasses are filthy now, absolutely filthy. So that to one side. So we want to have some nice things to go on top of these. So I was thinking, let's have a look. Let's have a see. Ooh, these would make nice frames for my diorama thing that I'm doing. A diorama journal. Like these. Don't like that. No, it's too brown. That's what I don't like about it. About this. Is there anything like this that I could? No, it's too blingy. Sound like I'm Goldilocks now. Oh, it's just right. Well, it isn't yet. I don't know what's in here. What's in here? Oh, these are little stamps. What's in here? More stamps and label-y things. More labels. Oh, there's these. Have some of these things on here. What's that? Oh yeah, that something like that might be nice. What else have we got here? Let's have a look. Maybe that. Don't like the arrows. Maybe that. Right, we'll keep some of them out for now. And then there's nothing else in that one, so we'll pop that to one side, like i.e. on the floor. Then what else have we got? Maybe some shrooms. Do I have rooms for some shroom? That's not a shroom, is it? Do I have? They're not shrooms either. I don't know why they're in there. Maybe they should go in that one. What was that? They're not peelable, are they? No. So these aren't very huge, but maybe we could find. No, that's too. Maybe we could find. No, I don't like them at all. Not all. I like them, but I don't like them in that. I don't dislike that. That's too big for that. That's too small for that. I don't dislike that. Might keep that out. Glow, bloom and grow forever. I think it goes that way. Quite like that, you know. Quite like that. Let's have a look what else we've got. That's too small. No, I don't like that as much as that. Could maybe go for that. No. Okay, so these are butterflies. More butterflies, more butterflies. Nope, nothing else in there. Let's move on to the next one. Sorry, my glasses are just so filthy I cannot see anything. No, so use some of the napkin to wipe my glasses on. I think it's because I've just put that mask on. The mask is greasy and stuck to me. Okay, so these are going to be more finishing touches. Mixed ephemera, Tim Holt's mixed ephemera. I might play with that. This, how about this? Too big, and too obscure. Yeah, that one. It obscured. That's not going to happen, is it? It obscures too much. Oh, I quite like that. No, else have we got? These are Tim Holtzy things, aren't they? I could go for something. I know I've just put that on there, but I could go for a bit of a torn down ticket and a thing. Might come to that. Might have that. Put that to one side. Okay. Maybe I could go for maybe part of a label on there. Maybe not that part of a label. There's more than one there, isn't there? Yep. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Oh no, there isn't. Shh. I'd like that to have been on the other side. I quite like these vellum-y things. Vellum-y things. I guess I could flip it over. I'd like that to be on this side if you catch my drift. Anything with something that side. Or I could go with something like that maybe. What else have we got here? Something like that, maybe. No, I think I'm going to go for that. Portugal. What have we got here? Oh, I don't know because it's behind. It's tucked behind things. Yeah, maybe that. I might have to have a couple of Tracy labels or something on it. So. Bloom and grow forever. Might have some of that. Tear one of those out so I don't have to keep the whole thing out. What else is in here? Ooh, interesting. Oh, there was one that could have gone with that, I guess, but no, I'll go with that. Some more Tim Holtzy stuff. That would be about right, as it says Tim Holtz ephemera on the front, so you would expect it to have Tim Holtz ephemera inside it. So, although we've got all sorts of other things in it. I've put that parcel thing in there, and I really want that now. I think that's what I'd like. Yep. This is like supercraft. It's at the rate of knots. Seem to be flying through this at the minute. I think it's because I just wanted to get some decoupage done. Oh, now I feel like this is going to be a bit of a nightmare getting these back in here. I don't want to tip it up on its end and everything fall out. Maybe have the 4. Maybe have the 2 and 6 out. Keep the butterfly maybe. Simply because I can't be bothered to put them back in. No, I don't like that. That's enough now, Dave. Put that on the floor. Okay, so right, let's try and do something now. Right, so I think this one, I quite like this, and I like this. I think I could maybe straighten that up a little, because it offends my sensibilities, the fact that it's not very straight. Some of these Tim Holtzy things aren't, because they're die cuts, they don't always line up, so you might have to straighten them a bit. Don't tell him I said that. Not that he even knows who I am. So, but just in case. So I might just snip a tiny bit off this corner. I just don't want a spiky corner. That's better. Yeah, which is better than a pokey corner, a spiky corner, pokey corner, whatever. Might do that. Let's see what a people would look like on there. A people. Let's go for a people, shall we? Who have we got that isn't too big? That's not. I don't dislike that. And who's she? Who do you think you are? She looks quite good though. She looks like quite funky. Oh, I quite like her because she looks like she belongs in that house. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's put this. Let's just stand that one up there because we'll have them out again. Oh, I'll have those out again in a minute. Do I want any elements of this on it though? No, I don't. I want that. That's the composition I want, and that's the composition I'm going to have. Right, okay, let me find my little inky dinky thing. My dinky inky thing. I'm just going to ink round, because you know I like to have it a bit grungier. My hot water bottle is falling off my knee, just bear with me. If it falls off and my microphone wire is wrapped around it, it will pull everything down with a big crash. I'm just going to ink round this and make it less stark white on the edges and the background as well. Not that you're going to see that bit now, yeah? I can't remember, it's that way, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to stick that on there. Right, glue, it's there. This is one I have cut out of something because it's got a little dormouse on the bottom. Well, I guess that's supposed to be that way. Oh well, it's the other way now. That would make the dormouse the wrong way up if I put it on the way that I'm going to stick it on, but it's tough. Dormouse, yeah, we're going for that. Shh. Don't tell anyone it's the wrong way up. Oh. They might know because I might not be able to stick it down. Might need a bit more glue, Dave. You're being a bit shy on the glue, I think that's what it was. Stick that on there, give it a rub, keep it in position whilst doing such things. That way then I'm not going to rub it off, are you? Okay, where's me? Let's get one of the cards. Yep, so that's down, and then we're going to put that on there, like so. Again, hanging off. Don't know how long I've been going for. I did set a thing. Oh, an hour and 3 minutes, but never mind. We're going to do this. We're going to do it to its completion. So if you're with me still, bless you, thank you. Grateful to you. Thanks for being here. Good show and all that. Oh, I think this is very inky. Can't remember what I used it for last. Oh, I used it in my diorama, didn't I? So, I was getting very smudgy creative. That's fine. Do that from the back and you won't see it so much. Gonna have her on there. Yeah, we're gonna have her there. Make sure that we've got her completely glued. including a little tootsies. Turn you around so I can glue your tootsies. And your ankles, I don't want your ankles breaking off. There we go. Put her on there. I might have a word, but we'll see. We'll come back. We might come back to the words. Okay, so next thing is, I think I'm going to go with this. I want to, I think I'm going to tear this. Tear that down. Yeah, I'm going to make this ink the edges. I think I'm going to ink the edges, and I might even just make it less bright. Just going over the back of it. Oh, that's better. Yes, that's much better. Much happier with that. Okay, just catch those edges a bit more. I want them to be a bit darker. Cool. Okay. I'm just going to go over it completely. I might give it a rub as well, so you don't see it, because you can see through it. I might just like do this. Well, I would say I might just do this because I am doing this. There's no might about it. I have, and that way then you don't see the gluey lines. Although it does roll up. Portugal, get off me. Get on you. That's fine. I think. Oh, hello. Stuck down. I might go for. Where should we have him? There. Him there. And this maybe. Might go for that. I think it needs to be a little light going over to make it less bright, a bit more yellowy. It's a bit more rusty that way, like a rusty sign. Yep, we're going to go for that. Is that a peelable sticker? Is it? Oh, we'll soon find out. Oh, it is. Oh, is it? No. It is. No, it isn't, Dave. It's not actually a sticker. You just thought it was. So guess what? We're just going to tear it off the back of there. It was very thick. I thought it was a sticker, but it isn't. How bizarre. Oh well. It's less three-dimensional now, so. And I didn't ruin it, even better. Stick that on there. I think I'm going to stick that behind. I won't stick it down completely yet until I've put this on. Stick that behind. And parcel post. I definitely want that stuck on there because I did like that on there. Yeah, I'm just going to have that on there, and I'm going to ink that as well. It's tiny, I know, but I'm still going to ink it. Don't let these things stop me. I'm going to ink that. Oh, sorry, ink it, glue it on the back. I'll just stick my finger in it as well. Oh well, never mind. I think I might go a bit skew. A bit skew whiffy. Oh, I've just made it dirty with my finger, but never mind. It's fine. And then a smaller pair of scissors. I'm just going to cut around this. It's gone a bit wrinkly, this, but never mind. I guess I could have used like a stick glue rather than that, but never mind. It's not, doesn't offend me. Just want it to stick down, that's all. Back of your nail. So that's that one. Then we have this one. Let's get rid of that. That's a bit rubbish now. That's rubbish as well, now that I know that the back doesn't peel off. I'm going to tear this down. ink this edge. Don't mind it getting really grungy, almost burnt looking. Yep, like that. Just like that, in fact. Perfect. And then just around the edges as well. Just those bits that you will be able to see. I don't know how much of this I'm going to leave on. Yeah, I think I'm going to have it half hanging off like that. I'm going to go right to that edge because I'm going to cut that bit off. I'm going to get all of this jaggy edge done. Jagged edge. I don't know why I say jaggy. Jaggy edge. Is that something that other people say, or is it just me? Is it a me thing? Probably a me thing, to be fair. I'm not going to blame anybody else for it. I'm just going to say it's a me thing. Right. So I think when your fingers get dirty, this is the best thing to do. Is just go over it with one of these, that you're not making it look worse by rubbing your dirty fingers over it. That does have a hole to poke out if you wish to do such things. I'm just going to get rid of that white edge. Go for that on there. You know, I don't know whether I want that on there. What's this one going to look like? I'll put this one on. It could go like that. Yep, let's put it on there. Okay, so I'm going to just go over it, make it less white, yellow it up a bit. It's washi tape, so washi sticker, so it might smudge anyway. So you know, like it's kind of plasticky kind of feel to it, so it might smudge. I'm just saying, just so you know, it's got plastic black background. Blimey, can't speak, Dave. Come on. I've just had you. You just came apart a minute ago. Second ago, I say a minute ago. It wasn't even a minute, Dave. Try not to do it with a blade, but let's get the blade involved. There we go. Oh, dash it. I was going to dash it, Dave. Dash of Dave. I was going to pick something up from next today, but I forgot. Reserve power. Proceed. Because, because I wanted to get home and I completely forgot. I was obviously on autopilot. It was like, nope, going home. I even thought about it as I left the car park, but still didn't go. Put that on there. Put that on there. Stick that on there. Okay. Do you know what? I'm not 100% sure about that. Can I get it off? I'm not 100% sure I like it, to be fair. if I'm not 100%, I'm not 100%, so I'm not putting it on. So if I have that on there, I don't want anything there. I could have that in there. That's less obtrusive. Not have the whole thing on. I'm going to have it hanging off as well. Get these out of the way. I'll get the edge of this. Not worried about this edge because it's going to get cut off. So sorry if my head is in the way. Try not to let it roll up onto itself. It's not straight. It doesn't have to be, but I want it to be. Yep, it's going to go there. That can lift up for a minute. That's fine. And then we can stick that back down again. Hopefully that's still got enough glue on the back of it to make it stick. I think it needs something down here though. I want to cover up that bottom edge. I feel like that should have been torn. I know 3 is usually the magic number, but today 3 is not the magic number. More is less, less is more, more is more, and more is fine. Stick that over there. That's fine. I'm not worried about that bit up there. I think I'm going to put a word up there. Let's just cut this off. So cutting it down. Cut all of the other bits off it. Try not to cut too much of the card off it now. Yep, all these bits there, there and there. So that's that and that. So that's another one that's done. Got this one. Where's my ickle one? What's there? My ickle bickle one. My ickle bickle one. I might have to have an ickle bickle label on it. I bet that's not the peel off the back. Nope, it's not. Just feels like it should be, but it isn't. Maybe that. Maybe that's not even going to pick up, Dave. Maybe that like that, and that on there like that. Maybe that might be enough. I might see if I don't have any tiny people, do I? Ickle people. Do I have any ickle people? I don't think I have them that tiny. Unless you have half an ickle person. Oh, now, hang on. Now, I know that they come as a pair, but I might have to take them apart. Yep, and that's what I'm going to do. Right, stick that down. That, what was it? That, wasn't it? So small I can't actually pick it up. Get rid of the white, start white off it. Stick that down. Do I want to stick it down? I'm just going to check where I'm going to have him. I think I'm going to have him there. So that can kind of go there. And I'm going to just snip him out. You won't see that his hand's missing, hopefully. Let's get him to, I don't know, lean on something maybe. Have his hand round the back of something. There we go, that's fine. You can't really tell. Let's So if I neaten that up a bit, you won't be able to really tell. Just around here. Oh, hello. Going for a wander on your own. Now you've let go of Mum, like you're not running off. Trust me. Not on my watch. And get your ickle legs. Put you there. He might look like he's supposed to be holding something, but never mind. He's alright. Sorry, but maybe you can go there, on there with it. Except for you, I do think your hat looks ridiculous with the point on the top. It looks like you should be holding a fishing rod sat around a pond. So you can go on here, but I'll need to find something to go with you. You could have maybe, oh no, you could be like tack of the butterflies with another butterfly on, wouldn't it? Tack of the butterflies. I don't know. Maybe have a butterfly at the back. You could have a wing. No, we're not giving you a wing. On a wing and a prayer. You're not having a wing. What do we want? Maybe we can have a bit of fabric. Maybe that's what you need. Bit of fabric, maybe. Maybe that's just what you need. Bit of fabric. Just cut that bit off there, or rip it off. I don't know whether it'll rip that way. Oh, it does. That's fine. I'll floof the edge of there. That's fine. We'll put that there. You can stand there, and we might just give you a word. Or a label or something. I might give you a label, actually. Labels, what have we got? What's in here? These got catalogue numbers, aren't they? Maybe not even have a calendar in it, just have 1938. Sounds like my phone's going mad. It's going mad, I tell you. Okay, right, because I've got some fabric, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. It usually seems to be the right kind of thing to do in a moment like this. Well, oh, come on. Put that on there. Bit of fabric. Put you on the bit of fabric. Oh, no. Yep, no, that's fine. I was just thinking I've got the wrong glue, but it doesn't matter if I can use this. That's fine. Bit of fabric, bit of person, bit of inking before I stick it down, Dave, because you only have to commit then. Could have done with the white glue, really. This is a bit, leaves it a bit of a tacky trail. But never mind. We'll go. No, we'll go that way. We'll go like that. 38. Stick her down like that. That's fine. That's her. And I want to have maybe some words. Where are the words? Words are here. Oh, well, there you go. That's perfect, isn't it, really? So let's just rip that bit off there. Rip that edge off. And we can ink that. can see this top bit edge in a minute, but I'll ink it anyway. That can go up there. Oh, I know we're covering the bird, but maybe I want to just tear it. Where's your head? Lovely. Where's your birdie head go? You need to be a bit further over than that. Put that round your birdie head. Alright. Might need to go a bit more around there. Yep, that's fine. We're going to put that on. Stick that down with the white glue this time. No, because I've left the lid off it for so long. Well, it's only been seconds, surely. Oh well. It's flowing now, so no panic. There we go. I won't cut his head off that way then. It covers that bit up at the top there that I wasn't happy with. Bring it down a little bit. Won't lose all of that top bit then, that way. We can cut this bit off. I know it's... No, definitely going to have to do it that way round, Dave. Can't do it the other way. Round there. To there. Cool. Yep, we're liking that. That's good, so that's done. That one we want a word on. Oh, that's not a word. That's a people. It's not a word. It's a people. That's the wrong way up. Might have a word on there. No, that was the right way up, Dave. You're just being silly. Just having a moment, Dave. That's all. Be still, listen. Maybe we're going to have be still, listen on. Yep, we're going to have that. Look at me being decisive. Wow, what is wrong with me? I'm on fire. I'm not on fire, but it's a good job I'm not on fire. I'm sure I'd make a terrible fire. I have no idea what I'm talking. Please just don't even listen to me. Well, please listen. Continue to listen to me, but like, don't pay any attention to me. Don't pay any attention to me. I know nothing about tension, except for in my sewing machine. I can do that, and I can be a bit tense at work sometimes. Yep, I'm going to stick that with some fabric tack down. I just noticed that little bit of cotton sticking out of the corner of my eye, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to put that on the back of there as well, and I'm going to put that on there, and I'm not going to worry about the straightiness of the fabric or anything like that, and I'm going to put that up there, I think. And should we put that? Yep, we'll put it right at the top. Nope, that's the wrong glue. Talk about confused. And I'm not going to stick it completely down. I'm going to let it flap a bit. There we go. That's that. That's another one done. Right, okay, what are we going to have on here? Do we want a word on here? Do we want anything else on here? Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've... No, they're people. Get the people out of the way for a minute. Get the words out. Get your words out, Dave. You could have 2 and 6. No, it's too much. Too much, Dave. Smile, maybe. Maybe just on a wonk, cover a gammy hand. Yep, we're going to go for on a wonk covering a gammy hand. I'm going to put some additional glue down, though, on its sticky back, but just something a bit extra. Squidged it out a little bit, never mind. There we go. Smile, that's done. What are we going to have on you? Just take that off for a minute. Stick that maybe down the back of her head. Granby, yeah, I could do that. I think this is a sticker. Please don't prove me wrong. No, it is a sticker. I'm just going to ink the top edge and the other edge. I'll stick that down the back of her head. Granby tea. I might have the rest of, not the rest of it, but I want to see if that was telephony. Get rid of the H, and I think that should be enough. Phone. Maybe just get rid of that. Doesn't have to make a real word, does it? Let's just pick up her head a bit. Give it a chance to get down the back of the head. On there. Just on those edges. Right, let's see if we stick that there. Granby Tone Co. That's right. Everybody knows what it should have said. It shouldn't have said anything. It's our stuff. We can do with it as we please. Don't be afraid to be you. 2023 is the year for me to be me. 2023 is for me to be me. That's what I've decided. I'm going to be more me. I'm going to stop worrying about what other people think, say, do, want, need, ask for, etc. and just embrace me. Okay, so that's that. That's another one done. Right, where are we? We've got a little tiny thing. I don't think we need a word on there. I think that one's fine. And then we're just on to the biggie. Right, let's move that out of the way because I'm going to slice my hand off otherwise. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine, and that's perfectly fine. These bits can go. The fork can stay. Right, what can we have on here? So I feel it needs to have something fairly large. I don't know whether I've got anything I can put on there that's large. I've got a butterfly book. What's this got in it? Anything big? No. Oh, I know what I might be able to have on it. This is my box of big birds. Oh no, I thought it was my big birds, but it's not. Where are my box of big birds? Where are my birds? Have they all flown away? Oh no. Is that all what people? It is people. Is it all people? It is. It's all people. It's not that. Where are my birds gone? Be back. I need to find my birds. Well, if I can find my birds in the space of time that we have together. Where are my birds? Come back, my pretties, where are you? Sorry. Sorry for the melodramatics. I don't know, you know. Oh, it's there. I was just not looking in the right place. There we go. Move the hot water bottle back. That hot water bottle is obviously going to get covered in all sorts of who knows what. Living in this craft room. We got any big birds? Got a swan. It's not. See, it makes this card just makes everything look so tiny. We could have a couple of magpies on it, which would be better because I don't like one magpie. We don't have. Even these look tiny. Nope. Too tiny. I was thinking that would be fine, but it's not going to be, is it? And I'm not going to be happy until I find something. Oh, so this is the Monet book that I think Jodie Martin was asking about. It cost me 50p, and I'd love to tell you what its ISBN number is, but I don't know. It's just Monet's Garden, Claude Monet paintings from that place. Givenchy? I don't know. Givenchy. No, that's an aftershave, isn't it? Maybe that. I might put that on it. But I feel I need something else. Oh, that's a brick gone over. I don't know where I have anything else to put on anything nuss-y. You know what? It's probably not going to happen. No, that's not going to happen. Atlas Christmas book. I don't think that's really the right thing. What's that? No, that's not right. Do with some big people. And I don't have any big people. And I don't have anything to hand that is really a big person. That's the thing. Oh, hang on. Back in a minute. Put my mic down. Maybe this might have something in it. Bird of the world. Bird of the world. Do we have any big birds? Oh, they're big, but they're not big enough. I should cocoa. Is it a toucan moment? Toucan play at that game. Is it a toucan moment? No, it's not a toucan moment, is it? Really a toucan moment. What else have we got? We could have a line of birds. We could have pigeon. He's got the same sort of colouring in him. I might go for a pigeon. I don't know. Well, can I come back? Can I make another decision later? Can I come back to you on that? I could have a couple of them. Although they're going to obliterate everything I put on there. That would be a hoot. Him? I don't know what he is. Pell's fishing owl. He looks like he's asleep. Like staring up into the sky and closing his eyes. I thought that was a kingfisher, but I think it is a kingfisher. But not very exciting kingfisher. That's a very big bird, too big. Maybe in another venture. Again, if it was the other way round, it might be alright. Like against a log that side. I don't like the look of him with the thing on his head. No, they're not big enough. Not big enough. Not big enough. You know, this is a big book of birds. You want it to be. You want it to be big, don't you? Mom, give us some food. Is that a rook? No. It's a cough. Make me cough. That's a crow. That's a raven. Are they behaving? Are them raven behaving? Shut up, Dave. Shut up. Give it a break for 5 minutes. Now we're going into the realm of small birds. What else we got? Why are they all on this side? Oh, I want something either in the middle or to the left, to the right. Jump up and down and to the east. Yeah. Yeah. Please don't fail me. And I'd rather it be one bird. I feel that needs to be like the whole thing if I'm going to get that into something. Oh, why are these look prehistoric? I don't know about real. Maybe him. Yeah, let's go for him. Right, okay. We haven't got anything else, is there? There's nothing else in here. I'm not going to have bird envy from anything else, am I? No. They're nice colours, but they're not the colours I need. He's the colour I need, and looks fairly easy to cut out. So. You know, I'll be honest, I was thinking that as well. So there we go. Get that. Right, let's cut these. Let's cut this fella out. Where's my scissors? Oh. Right, let's just chomp into it first. I'm going to cut his beak off. That's probably not a good idea. Try and preserve as much of the other birds as I can. Bird protection and all that. Right, that can go over there. Okay, so again, let's just cut this bit out, and there's less for me to hack at. Are we going to fit? Oh, we'll look fine. We'll look just dandy there. I don't know what I'm worrying about, so let's not leave. We're going to leave a bit of an edge. I'm speed cutting now because I've done the rest of the thing in fast forward, so why ever not? Trying not to do videos longer than an hour at the moment, so I'm sorry, but this has kind of turned into longer than an hour, so I'm just going to cut that off so it looks like it should just end there. Oh. And we're going to go around here, and we're not going to worry too much about it being perfect. Dave, stop trying to worry about perfection. Worry about improvement, not on perfection. Self-improvement. Don't look to improve on other people's, just on yourself. Oh, Dave, that could have gone horribly wrong. Not only did you nearly chop his beak off, but you nearly cut your finger off at the same time. So, oh, come on. There we go. Off that. Around. Oh, nearly cut his throat. Sorry, fella. I chop your throat out. Cut that a bit rounded so it doesn't look quite such a straight line. And the edge of there. And wiggly, wiggly, wiggly onto there. Wiggly line on here. It's all like you followed the edge without actually following the edge. Wiggly line, wiggly line. Down. Oh, we're on the easy bit now. And he says chopping his tail off. There we go. Up to there. I'm going to go around here. Bit of a wiggly line, wiggly line, wiggly line, wiggly line, wiggly line, wiggly line. Cool, there we go. Ow, just caught the edge of that thing there. So we're going to have him there. We're going to ink the edges because we can. And also it lifts him from the page that way. My brain's just gone, I need to cut that bit out of the middle of his legs, but I'm not sure whether I'm going to bother. Normally I would. I'm speed crafting, remember. There's other things I've got to get onto. Carry on with my diorama as well at some point. That's not going to be today though. So no, I'm not going to worry about that bit in the middle. I'm going to glue him down, and we're going to glue him down. Should we continue the theme and have a bit more of this? We can have that. We could have that so it covers it up. We could get that to tear it a little bit, tear it and fray it. Oh, I think Worcester's on his way up. Worcester's probably coming up to say, Dad, hello, hello, remember me? Yes, he is. Hello, Worcester, I do remember you, don't worry. I am still here. I haven't forgotten about you, and you're still there, and nobody else here has forgotten about you. All your viewing public are all still here. Bless him. He hasn't come to say hello to you for a long time. He doesn't tend to go very many places these days. He tends to lie on the sofa, to be fair, and get pampered. Oh, again, not using white glue. Not a big issue really. A few dots of this to keep that down. But what am I doing, Dave? That needs to be a little bit more wonky than straight. We were going to have that a bit further down so you couldn't tell where the stalk was. Oh well, there we go. We're going to stick that there. The beauty of this is it rubs off when it's dry, so I mean, it looks a mess now, but that's because I've tried to wipe it off when it was wet. Never mind. Okay, let's have a word. I'll have the word on there. Oh, that's a person. Stop doing that, Dave. Mixed ephemera, where's the words? Oh, there, Dave. Collection. Lost and found. Seen and noted. Seen and noted. Dreams of faraway places and daring adventures. Do you know, I quite like that. I don't know whether it needs something else. Monopoly. It doesn't need Monopoly. It definitely doesn't need Monopoly. Rude health. Nope, not that. Swing on. Sing on. It's not a thrush, I know, but yeah, I don't dislike that. I might see what it looks like. I might see what it looks like with a different edge. Not that. I don't think that will fit in there, will it? Oh, what it might do if we trim those edges down. Let's leave that edge like it is. Just trim that edge down. And then trim these edges down. Necessarily need it to say Burns on it. You know, I'm not trying to take credit for his work. I'm just trying to make it look good. Okay, let's try and make that straighter with a pair of scissors, Dave. Yep, I quite like that. Okay, I don't know whether it needs anything on this end. I can't give it any more anyway. All I've got is I could give it bits of. So if I stuck, let's say, that on there. Yeah, let's just do this, Dave. Put a little bit of this around these edges, and then I can stick some of this there, another bit of this there, and a bit more of this. Oh, get off me. Get off me. So that there. And that kind of makes up for the fact that there's no. That should have been the other way around. Again, that should have been the other way around. Silly boy. Oh well, never mind. That can go on there. Yep, that'll do. I'm happy with that. Get off me. Not happy that everything's attacking me, but get off. And now it's not a thrush, so just, you know, I want you to be aware that I know. So there we go. And I think I want to kind of grungy it up a bit. And I'm not worrying about how it goes on and what it covers or whatever. I'm just grungying it up a bit because I can. Maybe I should have done it before, but you know what, I didn't, and I'm doing it now. There we go. Cool, I'm happy with that. I'm actually really happy with that. Excellent. So let's put some of these things away before I put this back. Oh dear, there's lots of things stuck to my wrist. That didn't go on. These can go over here. That can go in the bin now. Dave, don't keep bits of rubbish. Rubbish. Put that in there. Put that back over there. Put that up. Oh, I don't know whether I did it, but no memory. Right, these can go on the floor for now. Then when I go to, I can't actually get away from my desk now because there's a sea of things around me. So, where are we? What are we doing? This is what we've done. So, we've been making things with cards today. So, that's the new giant one. That's the birdie one. Another birdie one. Didn't do anything with the Monet thing, but I'm sure I'll come back to it at some point. We've got a lady. We've got this one with Be Still, Listen. And we've got another little lady, and then we've got that little fella. Okay, so there we go. So we've been decoupaging today, so I hope you have enjoyed this. I've got to say, it's nice to be playing with the playing cards again. I can't play cards, but I can definitely play decoupage cards. And that's it. We're done. So, thank you very much for joining me. So remember, my name is Dash of Dave, and I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. I will be carrying on with the diorama journal, if I haven't already completed it. And I will see you all in my next video. And until then, you all look after yourselves, and lots of love, lots of hugs, and I'll see you all soon. Take care, folks. See you then. Bye.